Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm here to go and do the 30-day gaming challenge, which is a social media thing where you post 30 posts within 30 days, and every single day has like a different prompt that you need to answer. So instead of doing it on like Facebook or Twitter, I'm just going to do it in this YouTube video and just answer all 30 of them. And yeah, so let's begin with day 1. Very first video game, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and 2. Those games were introduced to me when I was very young, and when I went over my neighbor's house, he showed me Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and 2 on his PS2. Me and my brother were interested, we got into it, and eventually we bought them ourselves and played them a lot. So those were our first 2 video games. Day 2, your favorite character. I'm assuming just like video game character in general. I would have to go and say Sonic the Hedgehog, just because, you know, my name is tvSonic. So, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, he's fast, he's cool, he's cocky, and yeah, you know, like everything about Sonic I love. So, a game that is underrated, I guess I would say the Cooking Mama Wii games. You know, all of those Cooking Mama games that were released on the Wii, I really like those. You know, I think it was World Kitchen and Cook Off. Those were the 2 Wii games that they released. Those were pretty good. I really do like them, to be honest. You know, would I say that they're overrated? Sort of. You know, like they're fun little games to go and play and try out. So, day 4, your guilty pleasure game. There's a lot of bad Sonic games that I really like. Not Sonic Boom. Obviously, Sonic Boom is just horrendous on how bad it was, along with Sonic 06. But a bad Sonic game that I personally really enjoyed was Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic and the Black Knight is like pretty much a waggle game, and like personally I like that. It was pretty fun. I loved it. Gameplay was really fun. The story was cheesy as hell, and the graphics were not that bad either for a Wii game. So everything about it was like not that bad, honestly. So day 5. A game character you feel you are most like or you wish you were. I'll just go with a game character that I'm most like. I think I would be like Luigi, just because like I am a younger brother, and on top of that I am very scared and not exactly the bravest person, just like how Luigi is within, you know, Luigi's Mansion and all of the other Mario games. You know, he sort of has that personality to him. Day 6, most annoying game character. Duck from Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale. If you played Walking Dead Season 1 by Telltale, you'll know on how annoying Duck is. So, day 7, favorite game couple, Nathan and Elena from Uncharted. Just like their relationship from Uncharted 1 to 4 was just awesome to watch, you know, just like probably the best video game couple out there. I can't name another one on the top of my head that was like that good on the scale of Nathan Drake and Elena Fisher, I believe was her last name. So, day 8, best soundtrack. When I think of video game music, Last of Us definitely comes to mind. You know, that's a pretty good soundtrack. But like some of like my favorite soundtracks come from like Sonic the Hedgehog games, and like one that I really like, I think, is the Sonic Colors soundtrack. Sonic Colors was like awesome as is, and then they just added that soundtrack on top. Everything in terms of the music was fantastic. I loved every single song within Sonic Colors, and yeah, you know, Sonic Unleashed I think is like my second favorite in terms of like Sonic soundtracks, just because like I play Sonic Unleashed so much, but you know what, I think Sonic Colors is just a little bit better. Day 9, saddest game scene, The Last of Us, the whole beginning sequence. If you know that part, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Day 10, best gameplay, League of Legends. The reason I say League of Legends is because it's a game where I literally play it just for the gameplay. You know, the lore's cool, you know, all of that like story stuff's cool. Graphics are like, you know, whatever. But really, it's the gameplay that has kept me engaged for like the past 3 years. I think it's actually 4 years now, because I played in Season 3, and then now it's Season 7. So yeah, like 4 years now I've been playing this game pretty much almost every day, almost. You know, there would be periods where I would like not even play for like a week or so because of like school or whatever. But you know, League of Legends is still a game that I play, you know, on a daily basis almost, and it's, you know, really fun just because of the gameplay. So, day 11, gaming system of choice. Personally, PC obviously, and PlayStation 4. I used to be a Xbox 360 kid back then, but since, you know, the Xbox One E3 thing happened, and they were like, it's gonna be online only and all this other stuff, you know. And even after that, you know, when they like reversed all of that stuff, you know, no used games at first, but you know what, they were like, never mind. So even then, Xbox doesn't have as many exclusives as PlayStation. So just leave that there. Day 12, a game everyone should play. In terms of just like everyone, like in general, like people who aren't really into video games, I think Tetris. Tetris is like a very fun and simple puzzle game where you just have to go and get the line to go and fill up, and then it clears, and you know, it's like really fun. I really do like it. So I think Tetris is a game that everyone should play. Day 13, a game you've played more than 5 times. I was thinking that it was The Last of Us, but I think I've only played that like 4 times over, you know, including the New Game Plus thing. So I think I've only played that 4 times over, but I think the game that I played more than 5 times is Sly 2. Just because Sly 2 is like such a good game and I love it. So day 14, current or most recent gaming wallpaper. I'll get a different camera shot, but I have a Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild wallpaper at the moment. Post a screenshot. Day 15, post a screenshot from a game you're playing right now. Game I last played before recording this video was League of Legends, so I guess I'll just like take a screenshot of like one of my games I played. So day 16, a game with the best cutscenes. So in terms of cutscenes, a lot of games, you know, they try to make them look a lot better than the gameplay, but I think Uncharted 4 has the best cutscenes, just because when you transition from gameplay to cutscene, it's still in engine or like in game or whatever the heck it's called. So like transitioning from gameplay to cutscene, it's like seamless and it looks awesome still. So there's that. Favorite antagonist, Penguin from Batman the Telltale series. The reason I say that is because he's the most recent antagonist that I could think of that was like really good, and like the way that Telltale did Penguin was very different in terms of like previous Penguin iterations for Batman. So I really did like how the way they did Penguin within the Telltale series. Day 18, a favorite protagonist. I guess Sonic again. Alright guys, I just realized while editing this, I somehow skipped day 19 and day 20. Don't know how that happened, but I guess I just read over them and didn't even realize. So day 19 is picture a game setting you wish you lived in. Personally, I'm fine with the setting I'm in right now, but if I had to go and choose one game setting to live in, I guess it would be Animal Crossing, just because like in New Leaf you are a mayor and you're a mayor of all these like different animals and stuff, and like that's pretty cool. So I guess Animal Crossing, but not entirely sure. And then day 20 is favorite genre of games. So my favorite genre of games has always been platformers, because I love platformers. 3D platformers, 2D platformers, they're all just really fun. So so let's go back to day 21. Day 21, a game with the best story, definitely The Last of Us, just because of how they managed to create a game about 2 people, and they did it so well, and it's like so good in terms of like the story. Joel and Ellie, at first they like hated each other, but like by the end you see this relationship and this bond form, and it's so beautiful and awesome. So The Last of Us definitely in terms of story. I hope The Last of Us Part 2 definitely fulfills on being called a Last of Us sequel. So day 22, a game sequel which disappointed you. I guess Batman Arkham Knight, because like that was a game that like everyone was hyping up. You could use the Batmobile. There's like the Scarecrow. Like everything about Arkham Knight was hyping it up to be like the best Batman game ever. Because now you can use the Batmobile. But when it came out, it was very disappointing. And like I'm not even saying that just because a lot of other people said it. I played the game. I know how it is, and I agree, because like the Batmobile just wasn't that good. And if you want to hear me complain about the game more, you can check out my review on this channel. Just look at Batman Arkham Knight. Day 24, I believe. No, day 23. A game you think that had the best graphics or art style. Best graphics. Really anything Naughty Dog recently, like Last of Us, Uncharted. Art style, I mean, like, most games look pretty good. If I had like my own personal like favorite art style within a game, I guess I would say like Ratchet and Clank. Like Ratchet and Clank has a fantastic art style. Like it's pretty good and I love it. So day 24 now. Favorite classic game. Ninja Turtles 4 on the Super Nintendo, because that game is just so awesome. You know, I just love playing Ninja Turtles games, and that's probably like the best Ninja Turtles game out there. And if you could somehow find it for like a reasonable price on the SNES, I know it's like not the cheapest game out there. Definitely try it out. Definitely play it. It's a really good game. I've yet to play it with another person, but just playing it by myself was super fun, and I love it. A game you're planning on playing, which is day 25, BioShock Infinite. The reason I say that is because I recently bought it at Target for like $10, and it was on clearance. It has all of the DLC with it, so I was like, you know what? Why not? You know, buy it. It's freaking $10, and I have it on my PS3, so that'll probably be part of my summer backlog challenge for this year, and I am definitely planning on finishing it. So. Or, you know, just even starting it to begin with. So, and I hear a lot of good things about BioShock Infinite, but I also hear a lot of, you know, mixed things about it as well. So I'm just gonna have to play it for myself and make my own opinion, because like when people first played it, I feel like a lot of people bought into the hype, and you know, they just made the review and was like, you know what, this game's like so perfect. But you know, a lot of people played it after that and it was like, you know, it's not as good as people said. But anyways, moving on. Sorry about that, just had to go and hit the record button again, but we were on day 26, best voice acting, and that would definitely have to go to The Last of Us, because The Last of Us, just the voice acting was just done perfectly, you know, like everything about it, it was genuine, it felt real, and the actors themselves just did a fantastic job, all of them, you know, every single person that voice acted in that game did a fantastic job, so. Day 27, most epic scene ever. I'm not exactly sure if I could recall a scene that I would call epic, because really, who says epic nowadays, really? But a really good scene is The Last of Us's ending. I know I'm talking about The Last of Us a lot, but it's just that good of a game. The Last of Us's ending is just a really just like mind-boggling scene, I would say, if like you experience it the first time around and like you know nothing about it. Just playing throughout the whole game and then just seeing the ending is just like, wow, you know. I obviously did not know what happened, or like I knew what happened, but like I didn't know why. So like I like searched it up and like I was thinking about it myself as well, and I was like, that kind of makes sense. So the ending for The Last of Us is definitely one of the most epic scenes ever, I guess. Day 28, favorite game developer. I would have to say Sucker Punch. You know, despite me talking about Naughty Dog games a lot throughout this video, Sucker Punch made probably my favorite game series ever, Sly Cooper, and they made the follow-up to Sly Cooper. They made another series called Infamous, and Infamous is a fantastic series. I love it. The game's on the PS3, and then they moved on to Second Son. Even Second Son I liked. You know, I know a lot of people actually don't like Second Son for some reason, but personally I like Second Son. It was a pretty good game, I think. And then that little Infamous First Light, I believe, was like the little DLC piece that they made for Fetch, which was a female protagonist in Second Son. So yeah, Sucker Punch Production is definitely one of my favorite game developers. Day 29, a game you thought you wouldn't like but ended up loving. Fire Emblem Awakening, because when I first bought Fire Emblem Awakening, I strictly bought it because it was a rare game. If you didn't know, when they first launched Fire Emblem Awakening, something happened with the shipments of the games and it somehow became rare. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but suddenly the game just became hard to find, and I managed to go and buy it on ToysRUs.com, and I bought it online, and when it came in, I actually tried it out. I opened it, I played it, and I was like, this game is really good. It's a really good game, and like when I first started playing it, I didn't know all of the mechanics, so like once I started to get the hang of it, and once I finished the game, I was like, wow, this is such a good game. Like I restarted the game like at least 3 times before I finished it because I didn't know all of the mechanics. So like the first time around, I played it on the mode where literally everyone dies. So not literally everyone dies. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. But like when someone dies, they're dead. So that's what I did. And pretty much everyone died except for like 2 people. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta restart because, you know, I saved over one of my other save files. So I was like, I guess I gotta restart. So I restarted and I kept more people alive, but I didn't know that there was a marriage like thing. Like I knew that it was in the game, but I didn't know how to do it. So once I figured out how to do it, I was like, oh, okay. So then I restarted, did it again, played it the 3rd time through, finished it, and it was just one of my favorite games on the 3DS, hands down. So, and lastly, your favorite game of all time, which is day 30. So, my favorite game of all time, definitely The Last of Us, I would say. It's just because everything about the game was done perfectly, honestly. Gameplay, story, graphics, music, you know, just everything about the game was just done, you know, perfectly. I would say, you know, like if I didn't play The Last of Us, I would definitely say like Sly 2, Band of Thieves, because Sly 2, Band of Thieves is one of like my, I guess, like childhood games now, because I played it a lot when I was younger, and it's still one of my favorite games because of the gameplay, the story, the graphics for its time were, you know, pretty good, and, you know, pretty much the same thing, but like The Last of Us's story is just way too good to not, you know, for me to not say that it's not my favorite game of all time. So those are the 30, that's the 30-day gaming challenge, and I answered all 30 questions. If you guys want, you can do that. You can do the same thing in the comments below. Just be sure to, you know, label them like 1 and then dash and then answer it. So I'll leave a link in the description below to the original source that I found this 30-day gaming challenge. It's from a Tumblr post. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have not already, you can subscribe and put new videos up every Saturday. If you guys want to follow me on social media, you can do that as well, Facebook and Twitter. And be sure to follow me on twitch.tv as well. I do occasionally do live streams here and there. And yeah, so I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video again. And I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers!